Hello everyone, I'm White Cal. Nice to meet you. Today, I will introduce a method for setting up multiple instances of WSL. WSL is a convenient tool for easily and efficiently managing the Linux environment on Windows. The reason for needing multiple instances is to maintain system consistency within the same WSL environment. Changes made in a specific WSL instance may potentially affect applications and services running within that instance. Let's take a closer look. The simplest method is to install either the same Linux with a different version or choose a different distribution that matches the current situation. However, for learning purposes, I will install multiple instances of the exact same distribution of Linux. There are other methods, as demonstrated in the video. The method I often use involves installing Docker within WSL to maintain the consistency of the WSL environment. However, there are times when Docker cannot be used, or when you want to use it for testing, and multiple WSL environments become necessary. The plan is to duplicate the exact same distribution, but there is a little preparation to do. The WSL being duplicated has Stable Diffusion installed, and the model has a large capacity. I do not want to duplicate the model, so I will temporarily move the model file to a different location. This allows for the duplication of the environment without the model, thereby avoiding strain on the disk. The video shows the model being temporarily moved to a different folder. After duplicating the WSL environment, I will restore the model to its original location. In most cases, file size might not be a concern, but since I have learned it is important for image generation, I am taking this measure. With the file move complete, I will now duplicate the WSL environment. I will launch the command prompt and check the current distribution name. Currently, there's one WSL of Ubuntu. Now that I know the distribution name, I will export it. You can specify the location to save the file, but if omitted, as shown in the video, a backup file will be created in the location where the command was entered. Now that the operation is complete, I will check the created file. It is quite a large file. Let's also check it in Explorer. Next, I will import this file to duplicate the existing distribution. An error has occurred. The installation destination folder cannot be created with this command, so it must be created in advance. For clarity, I will create it using Explorer. I will create a WSL folder on the C drive and then create an Ubuntu folder within that hierarchy. Once again, I enter the command to import the exported file. It is now complete. I will check the file created by the import. When importing a distribution in WSL, a file with a VHDX extension is generated. In WSL2, the VHDX file is automatically mounted and used as a file system for the Linux instance. Before I forget, I will restore the model file to the original WSL. In WSL2, the imported Linux distribution may appear in Windows Explorer under a section named Linux. One of the features of WSL2 is to facilitate file sharing and access between Windows and Linux. The integration of WSL2 with Windows Explorer has made it easier to handle files. Next, I will launch the command prompt to check its behavior. It has been confirmed that the import was successful. You can choose which distribution to launch from the command prompt. Additionally, direct launching through commands is also possible. Let's try starting the duplicated distribution. Upon starting, it initially logs in as root. I will switch to a user that should exist in the original distribution. If the operation check of the previously created export file goes well, it becomes unnecessary and I will delete it. This file can be brought to another computer and imported to save the effort of array setup. That is all for today. Thank you for watching.